Good morning, everyone. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It is January 8th. We do have full week this week, and at the end of the week, well, we're going to have a lot of information thrown at us from USDA. So expect to see some volatility as we get closer to those numbers on Friday. And so that is probably what's going to drive the grain markets this entire week. So how do you want to be positioned for this report? The thing I can tell you is that we're going to see some volatility. Whether or not we get some further strength or pullbacks because of, let's call it South America weather. Thing is, though, is that they're still getting some rains in areas that we need. Some areas of Brazil now saying they're getting a little too much. But the thing, as we move forward, rain makes grain. We know how that is here. We're starting to lose some of that intensity from any kind of problems. Focus this week will be on numbers that we're going to get on Friday. So expect to see maybe a slight decline here as far as ending stocks and corn. The bigger scary number will be out of beans. What kind of adjustment will we get from USDA on export sales? We know export sales have been behind. We know we've got quite a ways in order to catch up. Right now, we are about 15% behind the 5-year average for export sales. With that said, it's a scary, scary number that if we go ahead and we keep this same pace to finish out the marketing year, we're talking almost 300 million bushel change or 300 million bushel difference in sales that currently USDA is expecting. So I don't believe we're going to see all of that, but that is a big chunk. So we've got to also think 445 million carry out in beans. What do we do with that number? Is it going to increase and how much? The other thing to kind of calm that news down is what are they going to do with yields? We know as bean harvest had wrapped up, we were hearing maybe not so encouraging numbers. And will we see that affected on this report? Maybe if they do change a little bit for exports, will they lower the yield as well to offset some of that increase? So expect to see some volatility here out of beans. But for those of you out there that still have not made sales or don't have protection on beans, give us a call. Let's talk about that. Let's find ways in order to have some protection through this report, but leave your upside open and look for some further gains if we do see more of a positive report here on Friday. Some of these other markets today, relatively quiet. Stock market, not much going on there. The dollar, relatively quiet as well. We do have Bitcoin that's down hard. So when we look for a lot of change this morning, that's changing quite a bit, but that is down sharply here this morning. And other than that, we'll keep an eye on what goes on with livestock today once we get things opened up. And so expect to see some choppy trade there. We saw some disappointing trade on Friday as we went home. Can we see a recovery here this week? Cash is king. We need to see this cash market firm up here as well. So we'll see, but as we get closer to that report, we'll bring more to you and have more for you here by Friday as well with some of these numbers and some expectations for this report. So give us a call, 800-262-7538, or on the web at allendale-inc.com. You guys have a great day. We'll chat again with you tomorrow. Take care.